to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for that doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me keep on running toes. They gonna take
This is what we got to tell.
Every fan doing this.
I felt it in. No time for that doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for that doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. I am one of the co-hosts, Davey Dollars, aka Bang Bang Niner Gang. And then we got Mr. You Done Son himself, my guy Tomo. What's going on, Tomo?
Man, not too much, man. You know, I'm feeling good. Media day is almost out the way, so hopefully the jokes can die down on your end.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. Emotional.
You shouldn't have said that.
Emotional, damn it.
Hey, you got it's all fun and games at the end of the day, man. We know what Jimmy Butler does. He did the same thing last year with the extendo locks that he came out with, so it's all good. He just needed to make sure he played good when it comes to playing time.
Hey, he had the fake dredge. I made the finals.
I don't know if this emo is going to get us to a championship, but it ain't looking too bright.
Future's always bright in Miami.
You know, today it's Tuesday. We got Turn Me Up Tuesday, so it's going to be a great day today. As you can see, Joe is not here with us, but y'all know we can hold it down. We done it before. This is nothing new to us. We got this. How you feeling today, Tomo?
Man, like you said, it's Turn Me Up Tuesday, and before we get into these topics, you gotta
Turn me up.
So yeah, I'm ready to talk about these bevy of topics that we got going on, and I got these reactions is gonna be priceless today. I know for a fact.
Yeah, these reactions are definitely gonna be priceless. We gotta talk about Jimmy Butler. You know, he made some comments saying that, you know, talking about the Bucks, and then, you know, James Harden didn't report to camp yesterday, but there are reports that he will be reporting to camp today. So we'll see how that goes. And then, you know, we got to talk about the game that happened last night. So, with all due respect to the Giants and the Seahawks, you know, we kind of wish we didn't have to talk about that game. But hey,
this is about to be fun.
It's gonna be a great day. So before, you know, we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. We are live on YouTube, Twitter, but X, you know, that's what it's called now, and Facebook. So if you are on YouTube, like, subscribe, become a member as well. We'll talk about that later in the show when the commercial comes up. You'll see exactly how that goes. And then if you're on Facebook, like it, share it everywhere. Doesn't matter. And then Twitter, just, you know, retweet it. You know, or re-exit, I guess.
Repost. It's repost now.
Yeah, repost it. So that's what we got today. Tomo, floor is yours.
Well, man, like Dave said, man, we gotta find a way to talk about sports when the sports ain't really too much to talk about, especially when you got Monday Night Football and we talking about the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. Well, technically, the Seahawks are more entertaining, so it's really like they got pulled in on this nonsense. But we got to recap. We got to talk about a reaction to the 24-3 loss that the Giants suffered from the Seattle Seahawks on Monday night. If you were watching it, maybe you cut it off probably around maybe the second quarter. Or if you were watching the Eli and Peyton cast, you probably stayed tuned because you just wanted to hear what they were talking about because it was way more entertaining than the game. So we really just want to sit up here and say, hey, look, what's the reaction to Daniel Jones's play so far. It's not just Monday night. We're talking about all the way up until let's just say week 4 totality. So Dave, how you feeling about Daniel Jones in this play right now?
It's not looking good. Not looking good. Now, I will give him this. When he doesn't have any pressure, he actually looks pretty good. I'll give him that. He's able to create first downs with using his legs. Even last night, he averaged 6.6 yards a carry. He had a long rush for 17 yards last night. So he can create plays, and there are moments that makes him look like he's actually he's a good quarterback. But we all know, and we have said this before multiple times, and we said it on this show. The Giants are nothing without Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley is the offense. Without him, this offense is not able to do anything. And I get it. This offensive line isn't one of the greatest, but Saquon is still able to run for 1,000 yards when healthy with this offensive line. So is it really the offensive line? I'll say that it has something to do with it because they allow a season high 11 sacks last night to the Seattle Seahawks. Now, I don't know if anyone predicted this, but I don't think anyone sees the Seattle Seahawks as a top 5 defense or even a defensive line that can create 11 sacks in one game. So there is some criticism that needs to go towards that Giants offensive line, but Daniel Jones is of no he's of no mission as well. You got to give him some. You got to put this game on him as well. This season on him. He was even though they won that game against the Cardinals, they were down 20 points at least.
Right.
They lost 40-0 to the Cowboys week 1. That happened. If it wasn't for two straight flags against San Francisco 49ers, they would have lost that game 30-6, not 30-12.
Mm.
And then last night with the tush push, I mean, come on. You Brian Daboll, you gotta. There was a lot of praise for Brian Daboll last season about what he's able to do with this offense and how he helped Danny Dimes, or as my guy AJ would say, Danny Nichols. He got to get some criticism too, because what's up with this play calling? It's 4th and 1 in the first quarter on the drive where you're down there and you have a chance to take the lead early in the game, and you go for it on 4th and 1 where you can just get the points. Take the points. What are you doing? You know your team is not that kind of team to be able to convert 4th downs and go and score. That's not the kind of team that you have. You can have all belief in the world of your team and of your quarterback, but that is a stupid play call. You do not do that in any situation when you know your team is not built for that. So Danny Dimes does need to get better. I'm going to say this every single time. And I don't want to hear this right now. He is not the best quarterback in this division at all. He has to be considered the worst. He has to be considered the worst. Because Sam Howell has looked better than he has this season. So has Dak Prescott and Jalen Hurts, of course. But come on. There were people that have defended him. I think the defense needs to stop. Right here, right now. Tomo.
So I was sitting back and, VH1, BET, they always play reruns of Martin. That's one of my favorite shows, right? And remember when Martin came in after he had his CD player and he was acting like he was Nino Brown? And Tommy was like, man, he was like, what do you actually do? When Cole asked Tommy, he was like, what do you actually do, man? And Martin was like, nothing, Cole. He don't do nothing. And that's Daniel Jones, because he don't do nothing, Cole. Nothing. What is his job as the quarterback? To pass the ball, make the right reads, and actually get the ball down the field. Now, one thing I will say is that Daniel Jones has in his artillery is when the pocket breaks down, he can take off. He knows how to slide and get out of sometimes he doesn't take the big hit. He's learned that from last year. He doesn't trip over himself. He learned that from last year as well. Once he gets out, these are some positives. However, I see what the Giants were thinking when they paid him that contract. They gave him that 4-year, $160 million extension. They say, this is our man. We gonna pay
$92 million guaranteed.
Look at that. And he get 46 this year, and he gonna get 41 next year. Meanwhile, Saquon got 9 and a prove it deal. Prove it, huh? Look, Saquon, I said it earlier. If I was you, I would call my agent and tell them I'm not coming back until y'all give me my money. Matter of fact, Saquon, you need to pull everyone else on that offense in there too. Darren Waller needs to come in that office. Jalen Hyde, he's a rookie, and he still need to show up in the office. Paris Campbell need to say something. Thibodeau. Let me just
Matt
go down.
Breida need to be in there too.
Matt Breida, Slayton, Shepard, all your injuries. You can still go in there and say something at this point. Now, let me go to this defense right quick. They went and traded for Isaiah Simmons. Great linebacker. Can make plays. You got Thibodeau, Tack McKinney as a safety. He can make plays. What's my man? Dexter Lawrence. Like,
We don't know about him.
Like, just think of these names. Some teams are out here winning because of their defense. Y'all want to crack jokes about it, but you can actually win a game because of your defense. The Giants defense don't even want to play no more. The right tackle that they drafted, that kid, I don't know what's going on with him, but he don't even want to block no more. He like blocking ghosts. It was one play where he was like this, and there was nobody there. He was already chasing Daniel Jones. Like, did you turn your head around? It's sad. Like, I can come on here and talk bad about Daniel Jones for hours upon hours upon hours and hours. But I also want to give a little bit of, like you said, we got to give a little bit of slack to the coaches as well. Did you know that the Giants were outscored these last 4 games 77-9 in the first half? 77 points were put up on them before halftime. The Cardinals did that. Trust me, I know about the Cardinals. They did that. Also, Daniel Jones is 0-6 on Monday Night Football.
He is 1-12 in primetime games, or 1-13 in primetime games. That's
Kirk
terrible.
Cousins is somewhere punching the air. He like, y'all talking about me? And look at this guy.
We got to start calling him primetime Danny,
Man,
because he don't do nothing in primetime.
he don't even deserve Danny Phantom. That's his name, because he go missing in primetime. That's his name. Also, out of those 0-6 games, a total of 6 points. No, 3 points. 3 points. I'm sorry, 3 points. A total of 3 points. Monday night against Sunday. Was that Sunday night? That was Sunday night against the Cowboys. 0. Then he come back again. Monday, 3 points.
Well, no, he was on primetime with us, so he had that's 13 points. You got to count that.
I give him 13. I give him that. There you go.
16 points.
There you go. That's enough to win a game. You could have stayed in that game. Gino got hurt that game. So let's talk about one more thing, right? Daniel Jones' record without Saquon Barkley is 8-13. His record with Saquon Barkley, y'all don't want to know that. It's impressive.
Say it.
It's impressive. I gotta find a note. That's why I try to prolong it. Matter of fact, I only had a note because it's that impressive.
Yeah.
But I got the passer rating though. So for those Giants fans, I'll give you that. You can kill me on that segment. But his passer rating with Saquon, 90. His passer rating without Saquon, 76. So he's still in a passing range, but he's 10 times better when you had that running back there. That same offensive line that they say that they don't have, he plays better when that running back is back there. Of course, that threat is there. Also, when you think about the weapons that the Giants have, Hyatt is a rookie, but Paris Campbell came from the Colts. He can make plays. Darren Waller came from the Raiders. He can make plays. Slayton, Shepard, both can make plays. There's several times throughout the game where I seen that Darren Waller was wide open and he did not throw the ball to Darren Waller. There were several times where Jalen Hyatt has been running down the field. He does not throw him the ball. Shepard may get a pass here and there. Slayton may get a pass here and there, but they're not using this guy to the perfection and what he can be.
Thank you, Ty.
So I knew he was going to have my back.
13, 21, and 1.
And the one was with the Commanders. And that's because was it Dayball or was it Rivera that wanted to go for the tie? I think it was Rivera that wanted to go for the tie. And that's the only reason they got the tie.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Ty. Talking about the tie. So look, at the end of the day, Jones, James Jones, whoever you is, Danny Jones, Jerry Jones, Mac Jones. Look, the Joneses just need to get together because it's a Jonesing going on right now in New York, and it's not looking good. Let's go to the next subject, man.
Yep. Got to get better, Danny.
It's crazy. Then the coach threw the tablet at him.
He got the nerve. He got the nerve to throw the tablet because he ain't having a good coaching year this year either. He better not throw a tablet at nobody but himself because he needed to look at the plays that he calling.
Honestly, I need to find out the actual offensive coordinator because he need to go too.
Yeah.
Hey,
they
Kellen,
might need to clean house.
Kellen, I know you get slack in Dallas, but if you would have went to the Giants and turned their offense up, I promise you would have got a coaching job. I promise you. Jason Garrett couldn't do it, but I think you could have. But with that being said, we have to go from panic at MetLife to panic at the free throw. You already know. Look, hey, everybody, look, they know the record. Shout out to my man Darren. Then you said not seeing. Nah, it's a big difference. Trust me. They made the playoffs with Saquon. They're not going nowhere fast without him. But anyway, Jimmy Buckets.
He'll be back soon.
Jimmy Buckets, man. He made headways. We talked about the picture yesterday, but with media day, everyone's gonna ask questions. You got to do your interviews. You got to talk about what happened in the off season, what you got planned for this season, up and coming season. And Jimmy had a lot to say, not just with the hairstyle and the piercings. He had a lot to say. He came out and told people, he was like, look, man, I'm happy for Dame. He finally went somewhere where somebody wanted him. I kind of read in between the lines on that one. And then he said, you know what? I'm going to beat Dame, Giannis, and Adrian Griffin on my way to a title. I said, man, there you go again. Talking like a true Heat. I knew I should have went first on the last one. But this your team, Dave. How you feel when Emo Jimmy said that?
First of all, let's talk about Emo Jimmy. This seems to be like a theme for Jimmy now. Because it seems like no matter what the offseason is, he comes in and just takes a random picture with a random hairstyle. And he like, bang. Now we got to see this picture all year long. And Jimmy's a character, man. That's all I can say. It's nothing I can do to defend what he did. That's just Jimmy being Jimmy. That's all I can really say to answer that. But to what he said, I look at it this way. When we lost to the Celtics 2 years ago in the Eastern Conference Finals, he said it doesn't matter what happens. We're going to be in the same situation next year, and we're going to win. And what happened last year? We were in the same situation last year, Game 7 on the road in Boston, and we beat them by 20. So, who am I to go against Jimmy? Now, I'll say this realistically. It doesn't seem like that's even a possibility. We lost 2 players that was on the team last year, and Max Strus and Gabe Vincent, who were integral parts of this team on the last 2 seasons. So, yes, it doesn't seem very likely that will happen. But no one thought that we was going to get to where we were last year. Even myself. I didn't see us going to the finals because of everything that did not happen. We did go trade for Kevin Love, which was pretty good. I mean, it ended up helping us out. But it's not what you would want from your team. You want your team to compete like everyone else. You see players getting traded for, like, you see the Celtics just went and got Drew Holiday. The Bucks just got Dame, like I said. Even Portland got DeAndre Ayton. Now, I'm not saying DeAndre Ayton is a big difference maker, but he's better than what they had before. So you went and got DeAndre Ayton, and just look around. Just look around the league. You see other teams are doing whatever they can to get better. Phoenix went and got Bradley Beal. So now they got KD, Brad Beal, and D-Book. Even the Wizards, you could talk about the Wizards going to go get Jordan Poole, and they re-signed Kyle Kuzma. So what did we do this year to really make a difference? Now, the best thing we did was we got healthier because Tyler Hero is now back healthy again. who was also in those trade talks to be able to get Dame, but Portland didn't want him, so he's still here. And then we got the draft from the kid we drafted out of UCLA, Jaime Jaquez. And now I like what I saw in the summer league and some of his play. I like the way he plays, so I want to see how that translates into actual games that count. But I'm not going to go against my team. I'm not going to go against Jimmy. He's the leader. If he believes we can win a championship, we can win a championship. Now it's a lot of hurdles we got to be able to get through to get to that point, of course, because we got to beat Philly, we got to beat Boston, and we got to beat the Bucks. At the end of the day, those are the three best teams in the East right now. Clearly, I don't even think that's a question. But we are not too. I'm not gonna say not too far, but we're there. We're there. Like I said, we were the 8th seed last year, and we went all the way to the finals. Beat the Bucks, who were the number 1 seed, and beat the Celtics, who were the number 2 seed, who clearly had better rosters last year, and we were able to put them out the playoffs. So we just gotta have to do something to be able to make that happen again. If everything healthy and we make something happen, I can see it happen. At this point, I don't realistically see it, but I didn't really see it last year either.
Well, when I first heard this, I was like, I mean, is he lying? Because when you think about it, Jimmy record against the Bucks in his career is 20-12. And 12-8. 12-8 of those are like playoff games. Mm-hmm. And last year, I mean, people will say, well, Giannis' back was hurting, so that's kind of why they snuck out of that series. But Jimmy also kind of alluded to that in his press conference too. He said, next thing you know, we'll go up here and we'll win with the same roster, because I believe in everybody in that locker room. So I believe we're straight. We didn't get the trade, but it is what it is. And then we'll make the finals, and all of you will say, well, y'all got lucky, like you said last year. So when you think about it, the culture is there. The culture is set. Kevin Love's going to be back. And we don't know how Dame and Giannis are actually going to play on the court together. Like, everything always sounds good on paper, but we don't know what's going to happen without that chemistry being there. Same thing with the Celtics. We've seen them have these great teams before, and what's happened to them? Failure. They either make the finals or they find a way to beat themselves. They lost to the Heat because of that same reason. That team had chemistry. It was coaching blunders. If you go look at the Brooklyn Nets, that was another big three. It was more so what happened in the locker room that broke them up. What you say about the 76ers, right now, James Harden might not even be there. So they got a lot of stuff to deal with in their locker room as well. So technically, even though the East is top heavy, as you know what, you still have a shot, because again, that Miami culture is, if you with us, you with us. And if you ain't with us, then go on over there, because we ready to hoop. But while these teams look good on paper, they still got some things they need to figure out. Meanwhile, you already know what you're going to get out of Jimmy, Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson. Y'all got rid of Kyle Lowry, so.
Nah, he's still there.
Oh, there you go. You know what you're going to get out of Kyle Lowry. You don't like him, but you know what you're going to get out of him, right? And look at this. The season start October 27th. Y'all got Detroit out the gate. Dust off game. But then y'all get to go see Boston. Then Minnesota. Then Milwaukee. So early in the season, you get to kind of see what you're going to have to go up against later on. Granted, it's still the time where teams is figuring themselves out. So you all might dust them or you might lose. But to me, when Jimmy said it, I was like, you're not lying, bro. If you did it before, you can do it again.
Hey, like I said before, 3 of the 4 years Jimmy's been there, we've been in the Eastern Conference Finals. And not 1 year have we had, only 1 year that we were actually the number 1 seed. Other than that, we were the number 5 seed in 2020. And then last year we were the 8th seed. No one expected us to make it to the finals either one of those years. And what happened? We went through the 2 teams we were supposed to go through, that everyone had to go through, and that was the Bucks and the Celtics, both times, and we got to the finals. So if Jimmy says we can do it, we can do it. It's just, I got to see it.
Hey, that makes sense. And same thing, Pat Riley may not sleep because the season, it is a long, NBA season, so trades can happen. People do get frustrated.
Yeah, that's true. But a lot of teams don't really want to do deals with Pat Riley either. That's something that I noticed. Not too many people want to do deals with Pat Riley. He is he's called the Godfather for a reason. There's a lot of attitude that comes with Pat Riley. So, he may or may not be awake when someone actually wants to do a deal with him. So who knows? But we also can't give Pat Riley a lot of credit for a lot of stuff that has happened in Miami. Although he was the GM who drafted Dwayne Wade, and he was the reason why we were able to get Gary Payton, Antoine Walker, and Shaq when Wade won the first title in 06. But other than that, everything else has been through players. LeBron and Bosh got there because of Dwayne Wade.
True.
Jimmy Butler came to Miami because of Dwayne Wade.
Yep.
So,
it sounds like we know who your GM need to be.
Yeah, but he's in Utah right now. So,
hey, if he can get Jimmy there, he can probably get Dwayne Wade there. That's all I'm saying.
We'll see.
Well, and like we said, man, we got to take a quick commercial break. We got to pay some bills right quick. So don't go nowhere. Don't touch that dial. Check out some of these ads and other shows we got on the network. We'll be right back.
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri.
This is Ed Hahn.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Mine can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah, no time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah, refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah, no time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah, refuse.
As we come back,
Breaking
I
news.
just got some small. It's not really breaking news. It's just some small news. Christian Matthew, who was released by the Cardinals yesterday, is signing with the Bears practice squad.
Okay. Looks like the Bears is trying to improve, man. They must have heard the show yesterday.
Yeah, the Eagles also signed Bradley Roby.
We knew that was gonna happen. Young Joe gonna need some help out there, man. Teams is attacking him. But hey, that's how you get better. That's how you get better. I'm glad you brought up the Philadelphia Eagles, though. But before we talk about the Eagles, I know y'all just seen that commercial break. You probably seen how you need to become a member. And of course, All-Star members and above. We got some All-Star member content coming out for you all tonight. We got the Ravens, Steelers, members only panel. Also, the Eagles versus Commanders recap is happening tonight as well. So you definitely, if you're not a member now, you definitely want to become a member so you can check that out. And remember, members only content is explicit. So you get the raw, unedited version of these people that you see on this network right now. So you get to hear the bleeps and all that. No censorship. It's real barbershop talk right there.
Yeah. Ravens and Steelers panel is at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the Eagles and Commanders is at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time as well.
Man, look at all them that prime time lineup, man. This is going to be good.
Hey, all I know is I'm tuned in to both.
Hey, it's going to be very, very entertaining. And one more thing, we got a boxing episode for y'all tomorrow, so we got the recap. So make sure y'all
we got a nice little lineup coming up as well. We got Ty coming on, Fast Camp. We got Ricky, and then we got two other guys coming on that you don't know yet. But trust me, y'all gonna like it tomorrow. And of course, y'all know who the host is going to be. Your Don Son himself.
I ain't even gotta do no work. That's why I'm happy. This is gonna be good. Well, this might have to be members only.
Hey, might be.
Well, make sure y'all check that out. And we got one more topic before we get out of here. You know, I know y'all out there in traffic right now. Y'all checking us out. Y'all like, man, y'all keeping me up right now, man, in this stop and go traffic. Well, if you in stop and go traffic right now, you might want to take a hard exit. Because that's what James Harden trying to do with Philadelphia. He trying to get out of there right now, man. James Harden did not show up to media day. He said, I'm not showing up. I don't want to kick you with you, skate with you, none of that to Daryl Morey. Meanwhile, everyone else is just doing the politically correct thing. Joel Embiid was saying, like, hey, yeah, man, like, we're a better team when he's here. Hopefully he shows up. Daryl Morey not even looking at his text messages. He said he's leaving them on red. 3 dots come up and they disappear. Sorry, James. Get out of here. So we just got to react to that. And off rip, I'm going to say this. A few months back, James Harden already came out and said that I don't want to play for Daryl Morey. He's a liar, and I don't want to be a part of any organization that he's a part of. And everyone was like, whoa, where did this come from? He lied. And he was more so talking about a contract. We was like, Daryl Morey been your man. When you was in Houston, he made sure you was straight. He got you Russ. You didn't like Russ. He got you CP3. You didn't like CP3. He got you. Well, no, it was CP3, then Russ, then John Wall. Then you said you didn't want to be there no more because he left. He went to Philadelphia. You said, I don't want to be here no more. I want to go to Brooklyn. You went to Brooklyn. Kyrie was telling you, look, man, the vegan life is the life to live. And you was like, nah, I want to eat steaks and go to strip clubs. And KD was like, I ain't trying to brush my hair right now. You said, I don't know what y'all got going on. So I want to go to Philly. Daryl Morey said, Ben Simmons don't want to be here. So I'll trade Ben Simmons for you. You my man. I'm going to look out for you. Got you there. You played decent. You know, y'all made a run. He even found a young backup point guard in Maxey who like has a very bright future, but kept you in the lineup to more so be like, hey, you my man, you the vet, you the MVP. I got you. Still just did him dirty. And then you're going to call him a liar. Like, what type of relationship is this? Man, I know Daryl Morey woke up like that 50 Cent meme when Floyd Mayweather was cussing him out, and he's like, what you say forget me for? I ain't do nothing to you, but want the best for you. You came over here out of shape. Like, come on, man. So look, normally in the NBA, when players want to get out of there, the league is like, all right, go. Wherever you want to go, we got you. There's some loyalty there. The way you carrying yourself right now, James Harden, and the way you carrying your mans, he might trade you to Orlando for a bag of chips. And the downfall is you still kind of got the option to mess the trade up because if you don't show up for the physical, then the trade don't go through. So he kind of got to send you somewhere where you're going to actually want to play. But the Clippers ain't giving them no play either. So it's like you're kind of in a rock and a hard place. So are you going to sit out? Look, James, show up, finish the contract, make life better for yourself. Daryl Morey, your homie, man. All you got to do is call him. He might still make something happen for you. You might could end up in LA. I don't know. Dave?
The LA Shanghai Sharks, maybe?
Hey, it's not that far. Just hop on the plane and go right on over.
That's facts. That's facts. Look, my whole thing about this is, are we really surprised at James Harden acting like this? He did this in Houston. Even though Daryl Morey was his guy. Got traded to Brooklyn. Did it in Brooklyn. Even though he didn't play particularly to his – well, no, I can't say he didn't because that's exactly how he plays in playoffs. Because we know what happened in 2012 in the finals when he was a sixth man and he was missing free throws in the game in games that counted. We know what happened in Houston when they lost against the Spurs because of a block from Manu Ginobili. We know what happened when Dame had made a shot when he had Dwight Howard. There are multiple times we can talk about James Harden not showing up in the playoffs. He has the most – well, I think that record was broken now. But at the moment, he had the most turnovers in a playoff game. This is the same James Harden we're talking about. And he's complaining about Daryl Morey not doing something for him. Last I checked, he was the one that said that he didn't want to get his paycheck until they signed all the players. That's what James Harden said. Because they went and got PJ Tucker. They went and got House. They went and got all those guys that used to play for Houston so they could play alongside him. They catered to you with this roster that they had last season. Not to Embiid. They catered to you. Even though Joel Embiid is the best player on the team, those players were signed there because of you. PJ Tucker came out and said that he would have gone to Miami, but he went to Philly because of you. So, James, I'm not sure where your head is, my guy. your best chance to win, if that's what you really want to do, is in Philly right now.
Facts.
Nowhere else you're gonna go has a track record of someone being in the. Well, I can't really say Philly has that track record either, but you still got the reigning MVP on your team.
And he getting better. Like the team is getting better.
Exactly. You got Maxey, who's out there doing whatever he needs to do to improve his game. What more do you need, James? Where are you going to go to be able to do what you want to do? Houston don't want you.
They
OKC don't want you.
They might want him now.
Yeah, that's true because of Kevin Porter Jr.
Yeah.
Miami don't want you. The Clippers want you, but not at the price that they're asking for.
Nope.
You gonna go to Portland? I mean, I guess they need a point guard now, but then again, they got Anthony Simons and Scoot Henderson, so they probably not gonna trade for you. Where you gonna go? Utah? I doubt. Maybe.
Nah, he not going to Utah.
Where you gonna go? What choice do you have right now?
Toronto.
That's true, but Philly might ask. I don't know. Toronto might be it. Toronto might be it. Now, I'll say this for Philly's sake, though. If Philly wants to improve their roster, this is something that happened in the chat. Shout out to my guy, J-Mo, MVP J-Mo. He talked about Zach LaVine. Now, if you trade Harden for Zach LaVine, that helps out Philly, but does that really help out Chicago? Not necessarily, because their point guard is out for the season, but what is James Harden and DeMar DeRozan going to be able to do? Because James Harden plays no defense.
DeMar DeRozan is the mid-range assassin.
Exactly. At least Zach LaVine put some effort on defense. I don't see that happening from James Harden, not at this point in his career when he hasn't been consistent at that. So those are my thoughts on that, man. James, show up the camp. I mean, what else you got? You ain't got nothing else to do. You either gonna lose the money that you got, and that's just on you. You at the end of the day, nobody wants you but Philly. Nobody wants, especially not at the price that teams that Philly's asking for. You're not going nowhere. They don't see you as that asset that you used to be. So stay at Philly.
Because I'm trying to look at it because Toronto does have a lot to offer, but I don't know if they're in like a rebuilding phase. Because you can send James over there and probably, I don't know how much in love they are with OG, but OG will be a good look for Philly.
Well, as far as I know, the only person that's untouchable is Scotty Barnes.
So then, that's the only other option he can have right now is Toronto. Yeah. Or Philly or Houston gets desperate. But my man down there, what's the coach name? The coach down in Houston. He came from the Celtics. That's my man name.
I can't remember right now.
But yeah, he said he don't want James Harden. So that's gonna cause some friction there. So at this point, James, and Ty Lue not giving up no pieces just for no James Harden. He not doing that.
No, he's not at all.
So at this point, man, you better off just calling Daryl, making amends, telling him, man, you know what, man, I was tripping.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what I was talking about. You know, I was over in China. It was for the promo, man. I had to sell the shoes.
I've been drinking. That's what he need to say. I've been drinking.
He is with Adidas. Just say you had a Kanye moment. And, let bygones be bygones, man. And then he'll probably can finesse a better deal. Because right now, think about it like this. If I'm a GM on the other side of the phone, I know James don't want to play for you. So I'm not giving you Paul George. I'm not giving you Kawhi Leonard. Like, I'm not giving you these names. I'm not giving you draft picks, honestly.
They're not even giving you Terrence Mann.
Nah. Because it seems like it's getting to a point where they just might flat out cut you. So I'll just wait. Teams will just wait it out.
Yeah, you might as well. I mean, you're not showing up or nothing like that. So see if they cut you. Because you ain't getting traded nowhere. Sorry.
One smart person in the whole NBA right now was Bradley Beal with that no trade clause. Because he's like, look, y'all want to get rid of me? I'm going to call the shots.
Yeah, send me where I want to go.
I ain't going nowhere.
There you go.
And just like that, we're going to get into these last words so we can get on up out of here.
One little news that I just saw. Marcus Morris did not attend Russell Westbrook's mini camp. By the way, that's something that just popped up from my sources. And veteran defensive back DeAndre Houston Carson is signing with the Baltimore Ravens.
Man, now that's one team. Like, I know the NFL been going through injuries, but that's one team that just got hit by the injury bug bad. Like, bad. Uh-oh.
I do have some breaking news now.
Uh-oh.
I have some breaking news. This is for college. Carl, CTC. Hope you're feeling better, my guy. But according to some reports, Urban Meyer will interview for Michigan State's head coach.
Bruh.
Oh, man, you said I hope you feel better and you dropped that bomb? Oh, nah, you probably throwing up right now, man.
Hey, for football reasons, it makes all the sense in the world. Urban Meyer is one of the best college coaches ever. However, he is a headache. He is a lot to deal with. So
go back and watch the CTC episode. I think Carl touched on that.
Yeah.
He's about to, man. Yep, Ty did.
But Carl, there you go. Urban Meyer is going to interview for your head coaching job.
As the toilet turns. MSU, you're trash right now. My last words is more so, man. Look, we can say that you can never be as much appreciative as we are as far as this network is growing. I see the subscribers are growing. I see the views are growing. I see the likes are growing. The enactment and the interactions and reactions and the comments are turned up as well. My boys out there fighting on Instagram. The chats is turned up every single day. I remember it was a day where it was like one chat a day where it would be a specific chat that was going up. Now it's every single one of the chats. All of the shows are flourishing. So make sure y'all check out all the shows on the network because trust me, we got some more stuff in store. See, we both
saw it.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. That's the new saying now. But go ahead, Dave.
My last words, man. Thank you to all the subscribers so far that have been with us throughout this time. But y'all that don't know, our anniversary as the three amigos is coming up November 16th. So it would be great if we hit 1,000 mark before then. So do whatever y'all need to do to spread the news. Nope. I knew that was going to happen when I said that, but it was too late. It's too late. But do whatever you need to do to show what we're doing here is it hasn't been said in a while. We are the Whole Foods of sports shows.
Man.
And it's honest because we do everything with honesty. We don't come on here just to say anything commercialized. We take this seriously because we love the sport. This is something that we talk about outside of the show all the time. And that's why we have these IG chats and everything. It's why it's important that you become a member. We have our first lady now, and she's been active in there. So look, this is open to everybody. This is not it's not for guys. It's not for any specific race. It's not specific for anybody. If you want to get in on this, become a member today and subscribe to the show. Because this is one of the best things I've ever been a part of. And this is a great show and a great network. Because CTC is going up, BWT is going up, FFC is going up, and we got another one coming soon.
Might be two. I had to rate these boxing episodes, man. Y'all
it might be two. It might be two, but trust me, y'all a blessing, man. I appreciate y'all.
Man. Well, let's get out of here before somebody drop a thug here. And just like that, MSU do. You should never lost to the Terps. Oh man. Again, man, we appreciate y'all for sticking it out with us, man. And we catch y'all tomorrow. Make sure y'all tune in. We got a nice boxing episode for y'all. And the members only later on. So click the link in the description. Become a member. All starting up.
Yep. 8:15 p.m. for the Ravens Steelers. 10 o'clock for Commanders Eagles. Other than that, peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.